On St. Valentine's Day 2025, I reported that GQ Mexico released some of the ticket prices for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. There is just one problem. It looks like that article was written on January 31st, 2025, and they copied some of the prices from the bid book, which was submitted to host the World Cup back in 2018. Meanwhile, they were saying that they were getting some of the information from a Instagram post from Quinto Partido, or the fifth game, which is a Mexican soccer social media channel. Their post came out at around February 13th with a whole bunch of different prices. Who's right? Who's wrong? And did I mess up? I might have messed up a bit, but I have another source that might be confirming some of this other pricing information. If all of this is confusing, yeah, welcome to the work that I've been doing for the past 3 years. Dímelo, mi gente, this is Travel Football Fan. I'm helping fans save money and travel the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Okay, so I might have messed up on these prices, okay? Because GQ Mexico basically took out the same prices that were in that bid book that was submitted back in 2018. So that means that the information that Quinto Partido is providing might be true, might not be true. Although I do have another source that more or less that information is matching that of Quinto Partido's price list. But beyond that, we'll discuss that in a minute. I also want this video to serve as a FAQ. Who's selling the tickets? Because I've been seeing lots of videos about, oh, should we be buying them from StubHub or this and that, because they're seeing ticket prices in the thousands of dollars. So I want to address that here as well in this video, as well as any other general FAQ questions that I've noticed here. So not only is this video going to talk about these potential prices, but general FAQ questions related to the tickets for the 2026 World Cup. All right, so let's start taking a look at these prices to see what is going on. What can we learn from this, right? Even if this initial information might have not necessarily be incorrect, but a repeat of the information we already have, what can we learn from this? Okay, so I'm going to pop the prices that I've seen from different sources, either here or over there. Sorry, the inverse of the camera, right? It's really affected me. Okay, so what happened? Quinto Partido on February 13th posted these prices, okay? That the group stage tickets were going to cost for category 1 $800, second category $600, $350 for category 3, $100 for the category 4, and then we don't know the prices for the special tickets. Okay, we'll talk about those categories later. Okay, and then for the round of 32, round of 16, the prices went up to $1,000 category 1, and then this descending from there, $800, $600, and $150. There was no indication of the prices for the quarterfinal, semifinal, third place. And then for the final, it indicated $1,600, $1,000, $600, $300. Okay. This is a significant price increase, or at least somewhat of a significant price increase, because if you compare the prices of Quinto Partido with that of the group stage price, round of 32, round of 16 from the bid book, it looks like, yes, there has been a price increase of at least 2 to 3 times a price increase, okay? And that will pretty much match across the board, right? Obviously, I would say that the greater increase has been in the category 4 tickets. That price increase tends to be 4 to 5 times greater, whereas for the category 1, category 2 is more of a 2 to 3 times price increase. Now, what's interesting to me from this information from Quinto Partido is that there is no prices on the quarter semis third place, and that they said that the prices will be the same for all of the knockout games, meaning round of 32 and round of 16. That doesn't quite make any sense, because if you look at the FIFA bid book, right, from 2018, the price increases per round, right? Or I should do, yeah, I probably should do this, okay? It increases per round. So the price will probably not stay the same throughout the knockout phase. It's going to increase as we progress into this tournament, okay? The prices that Quinto Partido listed for the final, okay, do more or less match that of the FIFA bid book that was submitted by the 3 host countries back in 2018. So that's a very interesting piece of information there. Why is it that there's a price increase during the group stage, round of 32, round of 16, but there's barely a price increase, relatively speaking, in the final. That is probably maybe the first piece of information there, that the data is not really lining up. Something doesn't make any real sense there. Okay, that would be the first piece there. And then when you look at the GQ article, okay, the prices that they listed there are the same exact prices as that of the bid book. It should have popped out right in front of me as I was reading it. It should have rung an alarm bell. Hey man, these are the same prices as you've seen in the bid book. That's my bad, right? I should have seen that. Okay. And in the haste of wanting to, put that information out there to folks, I should have probably have done better checking of the sources there. Okay. What is interesting is that Quinto Partido does not mention the price of the opening match, at least from what I was able to see. So, and I'm literally checking my Instagram right now to see if they have posted anything new since. Let's see here, just to make sure. Hospitality Fase Grupo Mexico. No. So they didn't really put any information for the inaugural match. So that's also interesting, are these prices that they put, and it could easily be that I'm misreading this information, even though I'm pretty sure I'm not. I'm I'm a native Spanish speaker here. It says here Fase de Grupos Mexico, so it doesn't say el partido inaugural, no, the inaugural match. So we don't have a price list for the opening match. Okay. Now, what else can we learn from here is this. Okay. I do have another source that I'm working right now that did send me a estimated price range of tickets that does line up with the information that Quinto Partido provided for the group stage round of 32, round of 16. It does match that. However, I'm trying to verify that source's information as of this time. So maybe there's some plausibility that Quinto Partido's information is correct. Okay, I'm not gonna say that they are totally incorrect, because yes, these prices are listed higher than that of the bid book, but it would make sense that these prices would increase because of inflation, because of the economy, because of COVID. Now, obviously, we're all hoping that the prices remain closer to that of the bid book than that of what Quinto Partido is reporting, because that is a massive difference, right? You rather pay for a group stage ticket, category one, $323 than $800. That would be a massive difference. So what we're hoping here is that if the information that Quinto Partido is correct, that FIFA comes out and says, no, Quinto Partido, you're actually wrong, right? Like correct in the sense that what they're reporting is what they're, what they're hearing in terms of their sources, that information is incorrect, and that no, we're going to keep to the bid book. I have always been on record to say use the bid book as a guide, but do expect the ticket prices to be higher. And I actually did make some predictions on those ticket prices a while back. So let's take a look at those predictions that I made to see if I was right, if I'm close, or if I'm way off. All right, so here are my estimates on the far right column of this chart. And as you can see, I might have hit some of the predictions while others I didn't hit. So what I did is that I calculated a formula based on 3.7% inflation increase from 2023 onward. Okay, and this was, of course, from the lasting effects of the COVID pandemic, the stimmies, so on and so forth. And so what we're looking at here is that my predictions look like they're way off for the inaugural game in terms of the prices. They seem to be matching what Quinto Partido is reporting. So that's interesting that my prices are somewhat aligning with what Quinto Partido has said. But then as we get into the quarterfinals, the semis, third place in the final, the price difference between my prediction, Quinto Partido's prediction, and of course that of the bid book is way off. So again, the prices might be correct for Quinto Partido for the group stage, but we're hoping that they're wrong. Does that make any sense? I hope it does. And if it doesn't, please leave me your comments. And this is all part maybe to speak about the entire speculative nature of these ticket prices. Okay. because this does open up the conversation to some other important topics that we do have to discuss relating to the ticket buying process, which I have done videos about from the Qatar World Cup. But maybe let's answer some of those questions right now. Okay. So that way we all are on the same page regarding what to expect for the ticket buying process in 2026. So the first question is, okay, where do I buy them? FIFA.com. I know that FIFA has not done us any favors by putting the tickets for the FIFA Club World Cup on sale on Ticketmaster. They partner with Ticketmaster there. That did not do anybody any favors, because then that created the mentality, at least for us Americans in the States, that we need to go check on Ticketmaster and StubHub Vivid Seats for World Cup tickets. No, we're not buying, at least as of February 15, 2025. And based on the information that FIFA has given me personally, we're not buying the tickets through Ticketmaster for the World Cup. There is a process that FIFA runs on its own platform. They have their own resale platform as well. So the whole idea is you're not supposed to use these third-party vendors. Have other people use them? Yes. I'm not going to encourage that, because again, we don't know how stringent FIFA is going to be this year. They have brought their attorneys from Switzerland to Miami, okay, for one. And two, as you've seen in these other videos highlighting those prices on StubHub and Vivid Seats and whatnot, they're way overpriced from what anything you're seeing here in these price charts and these price speculations. They're a lot higher. FIFA is going to make 6.5 million tickets available for all fans. Granted, they are expecting 6.5 million people to go to the World Cup. So I guess you could say everyone's going to have at least one ticket for a World Cup match. Again, that's going to depend on the tourism and all the other topics that I've been talking about on my social media channels, of course. But let's just say everyone gets a chance to have a ticket, at least one for one game. So you don't have to go through these third-party sites to pay triple, quadruple, 5, 10 times the price. You're not doing that. Okay? So let's get that one out of the way. We're not buying tickets through Ticketmaster, StubHub, Vivid Seats. Avoid those sites like the plague. And again, this is for the World Cup in 2026. All right? Another question that's been asked, and apologies right here, I'm trying to lower the volume here. Another question that has been asked, and I'm going through the comments here myself, is, sorry, losing my train of thought as we're recording this. Oh, man, no, I'm trying to create all this content so fast, man. It's insane. Okay, what is this category for? Who can buy category 4? I don't know. There really has not been any information about this, except there was a little kernel of information from the local organizing committee's meeting of Seattle back a couple months ago. I'm trying to recall that they were saying that these category 4 tickets were going to go to like kids or like to like special groups. But again, I don't know who those groups are, or if they are going to be a kids price, then great. Then kids, they're going to have a fantastic time getting in on these prices. And no, there's going to probably no way that you can cheat the system to say that you're a kid. Again, this is why I'm telling you how to get a passport of the country of your citizenry, because that's how they're going to verify this information. Okay, so if you haven't gotten those passports, go ahead and get those passports. Okay, so again, we don't know who is eligible to buy the category 4 tickets. Another question related to that is, I am a citizen of the United States. Can I buy tickets for the Mexico game? Or in related terms, do the Americans, Canadians, and Mexicans get special dibs on tickets? We're supposed to. At least that's what happened for the Qataris. That's what happened for the Russians. That's what happened for the Brazilians in the previous World Cups and for the South Africans in the previous World Cups. We're supposed to get dibs. I don't know how that's going to work. Again, the only way to verify that you are indeed an American, Mexican, or Canadian national is a passport, not a driver's license, a passport. That's going to be the easiest piece of information that FIFA will need. Why would FIFA go and ask for 50 different state databases of information when they can just go to the State Department and just ask for one database? So that's why I'm telling you how to get your passports, okay? So we don't know how that process is going to work. I don't know if you're going to get a special advantage for those of you, specifically Mexican Americans. If you have both passports, does that mean you get double the chances? I don't know. On another related topic, do you or should you have multiple members of your family apply for tickets in that first phase? Yes. Okay. Everyone in the family should apply for tickets because not everyone is going to get all the tickets that you want. Okay. When is the first phase of tickets going on sale? Late 2025. I specifically made another video about this. Go check it out. All right. Late 2025. This is confirmed information from the Vancouver Local Organizing Committee. Okay. They posted it on their Instagram. All right. So late 2025 is the first phase. That first phase is the application process. Then there's a second phase, which we don't know the dates of, when it's an open sale. Again, if they do the same thing they did in Qatar. And then there'll be a third phase of applications and then a fourth phase of open market sale. Okay? And again, I reiterate this. This is all going to be through FIFA.com. Do not go to these third-party websites and get swindled. Why would you pay $5,000 for a ticket that's being sold for like a fraction of that price? It makes no sense financially, right? And again, we're all about financial literacy here. All right? As much as you want to go see the World Cup, I do not want none of you to get into debt. None of you. Because you don't know how bad this economy is going to get, or if this economy is going to get any better anytime soon. You don't know that. You do not want to put yourself in a place where you put yourself in debt and then the economy goes to crap or is in crap and you put yourself into debt. It makes no financial sense for you. That's why I'm really trying to tell y'all, do not go through those third-party sites. All right. Let's see here. These prices, here's another question, right? These prices, that were being revealed, right? They're from Mexican sources. Are we sure those are going to be the same prices for Americans and Canadians? Yes. If you look at the bid book from 2018, they only submitted one price chart. It makes no sense for FIFA to submit 3 different price charts for 3 different countries. Just have one price chart. All those tickets will be the same for the group, regardless of the city, regardless of the teams playing, to simplify the process. Remember, folks, and I know this is something of a concept that us Americans are not really too familiar with because we're used to being overpriced out of things. FIFA wants full stadiums. They're not willing to compromise that. Are they gonna make money? Yes, they're gonna make bucks. But tickets are only part of the money making strategy here for FIFA. They make them off the sponsorships and all these other deals that they make. Okay, it will not come from the tickets. They want full stadiums, so they're going to artificially control the prices low. So in that way, they ensure that the stadiums are indeed full. Okay. Let's see what other questions. And of course, folks, if you have other questions, type it in the comments and please share this video with everybody. There ain't no point gatekeeping this information. Okay. We all need to be in the know right now. All right. Do Mexicans only get access to the Mexico tickets? Do Canadians only get to the Canadian tickets? Americans? I don't know. I don't know how that process is going to work. Again, we don't know if the dual citizenry that many of you have is going to work to your advantage or disadvantage. We do not know that. All right. Again, you cannot purchase tickets just yet. Late 2025. This is going to be through FIFA.com. Register your interest right now. FIFA.com/tickets. On another note, if you made a deposit to purchase hospitality tickets, hospitality does not serve as a backdoor to get regular tickets. Hospitality is one way, regular tickets is another way. So if you made a deposit for hospitality thinking that's going to get you a backdoor towards regular tickets, it's not. If you don't wish to purchase hospitality, get those $500 back and go from there. Okay? Wow. I think that's all the questions I have here for the moment. Okay? Again, this is a complicated process. I want to apologize if I have created further confusion, but maybe in the midst of this confusion, we have come to some points, a checkpoint perhaps. So again, I do apologize for having provided that information without fully flushing out the details. I'll make sure that we do verify this information a lot better. I just got caught up in the moment, of course, as you can imagine. And then, I was enjoying my Valentine's Day evening with my wife. We went to a concert. We went to see Boyz II Men. So, it was just all, kind of happening all at the same time, all kind of crazy and everything. But I promise I'll slow down, make sure that the information is as factual as it can get. And again, this is kind of where we're at right now. Remember how we were, there was a lot of speculation about the final being in Dallas, and basically everyone, even myself, was saying Dallas until about the last month where I said New York. I pride myself in making sure that the information I'm providing you is factual, that is as accurate as possible, and that if I do catch a mistake here, as some of these mistakes were caught, that I come back here and I'm just honest with you. Yeah, look, I messed up here, or you know what, I was running with this other lead, and you know what, didn't pan out, or maybe some information might be correct while some of it is not. So, that's where we are. That's where we are in this business. With 481 days to go until the start of the 2026 FIFA World Cup, we still do not know the ticket prices, like confirmed for sure. Mexico is, speculating like crazy. They might have some information here more so than the American host cities and the Canadian host cities, or maybe that the tabloids there, the sports tabloids business in Mexico, is at least much more capable of generating leads. But of course, it's our job to decide, or rather to determine, if some of these leads are good or some of these are not good. So that's where we are. Again, if you have questions about the ticket buying process, I encourage you to go check out my video on the Qatar World Cup buying process, because that's going to help you get an idea of how this works. Again, register your interest through FIFA.com/tickets. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel. Click on the bell button. It'll notify you when I create these videos. And I really hope that this conversation was helpful, okay? I know it's stressful. I know it's complicated. I know it looks like these tickets are going to be way overpriced. They might not be as way overpriced as they are on StubHub. So that's what I'm telling you. Stop going to that site. But they're going to be expensive. I think that's from this information, what we're seeing is they're going to be expensive. And perhaps this 16 cities, 16 matches journey that I wanted to do might not be possible, especially not with my current situation, which is okay. It just means we'll just have to figure out a different pathway to see as many games as possible. Hopefully I get to see Colombia, and we'll just take it from there, fam, okay? It's best and it's better to be financially responsible than just throwing, grandma a la calle, vende la casa, vende el coche, ¿y qué? ¿Te jodiste la vida por un mundial? Tampoco, papi. Tampoco no se puede hacer así las cosas, okay? I know I've had also requests to make this content in Spanish. I'm going to try, okay? Not because my Spanish is bad. It's not that. It's just it takes up a lot of time, as you can imagine. So I'll try to get some of these videos into Spanish, and we'll go from there, okay? But in the meantime, again, thank you so much for your support. I really hope this video was helpful. Might have been a bit long, but whew, we're almost there, mi gente. Don't forget to subscribe to my newsletter. It comes out on Sunday, and again, every 10 days after that, counting down to the 2026 FIFA World Cup. I know it, mi gente.